So the last thing I want to talk about today is opting out of fitting in and trusting your own timeline. And so I said this before that I believe the biggest regret we can have in life is trying to fit in and to blend in the world instead of owning our own uniqueness. And I think our biggest regret is when we're going against like our own inner knowing, who we are truly at our core, and even trusting our own timing of things, like trusting how we show up in life, trusting our own timings instead of this comparison to other people's path. And I think it's really important to learn how to show up for self and to basically rely on your own blessings. So part of self mastery or mastering your own self is you can only learn to hone in your own energy and essence, and to get better in your life when you're trusting your path fully, like 100%, the failures and all of it, and you get back up and try again. And you learn from your failures, you learn from your own personal experience, you learn to trust yourself wholeheartedly. um and the thing about not comparing our blessings to other people is that we're patient when we show up. We have to learn patience to wait on our own personal blessings. For example, I work around artisans in the street here in Mexico who like sell different things, some of them jewelry, holistic medicines, different things. And so sometimes my friends, they go days where they when we all set up, basically they make their money like nothing, like this. And a lot of artisans, they can be like very competitive, or they could feel as if their blessings are going to be stopped from somebody else. Sorry, there's like construction going on. their blessings are their blessings are going to be lesser than because someone else got blessings. So my friend, one day we set up, she got money, and it took me a little longer to get my money. It was like the same amount or whatever. um but imagine if I gave up and I was just like hating on this person and like so focused on like, oh, what do they have going on, and like how did they do that. Instead, I changed my mindset and I was like, I know I'm unique. I know I have a lot of good things to offer. I want what's for me. And so that stubbornness is like learning alchemy and learning to yield your energy in the world, of like how to trust yourself wholeheartedly. And you're telling the universe, I see what they got going on, but I want what's for me. And so that's part of self mastery. And I stood 10 toes down in my energy, and I had faith and I trusted in the timing. And so trusting in in the timing of your life is like, it might take a little longer, it might show up different. You might have to put in different work for it. It's not going to look like the next person's, for example. So that's trusting your journey wholeheartedly. But also, I was being my unique self. So if I like shifted myself and was like, oh, I need to change what I'm doing to like fit what my homegirl is doing to like get what I need, that's inauthentic, and I probably would have missed out on my blessings. And so that's a tangible example of like showing up, trusting the timeline, owning your uniqueness. That was the whole formula. Because I doubled down on myself. I had faith and I trusted the timing. And so it's not changing to suit people and all that stuff. It was like, it was my test. It was my test to see what am I gonna do in that type of scenario. And yeah, perfect example. But yeah, it's never worth it to try to fit in the world, and we need people that are courageous enough to stand out. I know it's a lot of people who are very fearful of standing out for some reason. A lot of people care about what their family and friends think about. There's a lot of kids or people in our generation who put on a front of like, I have to be cool online, I have to appear unbothered, I have to do this and that. Even creating self-expression has been deemed like childish in a way, but you're not supposed to lose all these kind of parts of yourself or your essence, for example. um so yeah, it's like, it's wild because I just see people like killing their spirit to just fit in or to be bland. And if you're bland, that's good because that's who you are. But if you're like doing that out of fear, I think that's just gonna come and bite you in the ass at the end of the day. But yeah.